Hey guys, I put on the green for y'all because I feel like that's satisfying. I'm not gonna talk too loud because I kind of want my channel to be on the chill shits. On the chill shits. You know when somebody's screaming in a video? I don't like that, but I know y'all like it whenever I scream, like, and stuff like that. But anyway, today I'm gonna be talking about love and validation. And I have notes, so I'll be looking at the notes, bitch. Okay. So first I want to get into what I believe love is. I feel so girly right now, like just talking about this. To me, love is someone, why the fan went on when I'm saying it, bitch. Anyway, to me, love is when someone is able to see you for your spirit, your inside, someone who's just able to see you in general. And whenever they are able to see you, see your spirit, they love what they see. Now let's get into validation. Obviously, most women who are validated in society are women who either meet a beauty standard or a women who meet gender roles. So you know what I'm talking about. Those girls who are, those girls who look like, Taylor Swift, like when we were young, with like maybe a white woman with like more of a soft, chill personality. Even like chiller women are more validated in our society. Now let me tell you, when I grew up, I never got any type of validation because I was not considered attractive, and I am someone who's always had a real, I guess, loud, outspoken personality or whatever. But let me tell y'all, when I got older, when I got into high school and I had that, body type that was popular, that's the first times that I had got validation. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't have it when I was young. I got it when I was older and I had that discernment. And I knew that that validation that I was getting was not enough for me, because here's my thought process. Okay, I have ass right now, and y'all like the ass. If the ass fall off tomorrow, is y'all gonna fuck with me? Is y'all gonna like me tomorrow? No. And that's the issue. My personality has not left. I'm still funny. I'm still cool to get along with, but you're not messing with me no more because my ass is gone. You was never even messing with me to begin with. Was you even paying attention to me to begin with? No, you weren't. You were paying attention to my ass. To my ass. Anyway, it really goes past just boys. So I come from a traditional African family, and I had this huge epiphany where I realized that every single phrase that I say to my family goes through this strainer of just gender roles, sexism, all of this stuff. Let me give you an example. If I was to tell my mom, I want a man who treats me like a queen, she's probably going to tell me something along the lines of, you better learn to cook and clean so that you can get a man like that. But if my brother was to tell my mom, I want a partner that treats me like a king, my mom would probably say something like, that's good, you gotta know how to pick the correct women. Do you see what I mean? The issue is, why does the advice change because I'm a girl and he's a boy? Being a good human being has no race or gender. But yeah, my parents, they don't see me, they see female me. They don't just see me, they see that attachment first before they see me. And it's not just with me. I really want, because this is something that everybody can relate to. This is something that happens to everybody. Do you know, whenever you say something, like, they don't hear you first. I think of it like this. When you speak, they hear, Black woman Jenna just said she wants a man who has high values. White man Tom just said he doesn't like people that complain too much. Gay man Chris just said he wants to work at Target. Just stuff like that, you know what I mean? They're not hearing your sentence. They're seeing who you look like first before they're hearing what came out of your mouth. They're seeing your description before they see you. And I really do feel like that's a big reason why relationships are almost always trash. Almost always trash. To me, any long-lasting relationships these days, for the most part, it's just force. It's like, I'm gonna force myself to be with you. You know what I mean? It's just discipline. Like literally, like the fact that you have to be disciplined. To me, that's not, I feel like a relationship, you know how our society prides itself on being disciplined so you can have a good relationship. For me, I don't know if it's just the hippie in me. I feel like a relationship is just supposed to be naturally happy. Just natural. I know it has its ups and downs. I understand that. But it shouldn't be something that you have to think, okay, I'm going to be in a relationship today. Like I'm going to a 9-to-5 job. You know what I mean? But anyway, I feel like whenever people pick their partners, they're picking based off this racist, colorist, sexist checklist. You name, they're picking off a checklist of oppression. That's not love. That's oppression. When I tell you I'm so passionate about this subject because I'm somebody who has never been seen, you know, when I was growing up. Not being seen, because I could have been seen if I just, you know, morphed my personality into that specific, because there's a personality that I could have had that people would see me, but not really see me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have that traditional personality. I'm somebody who's always going to be outspoken and like really, really honest. And I'm always going to pay attention to the things that I see in front of me. But not being seen, when I tell you, it makes you lonely and it makes you, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. And I think I'm so upset about it because growing up, since I do, I guess, have strong opinions, I don't act like the average girl. And then on top of that, I'm dark skinned. It feels like not even feels like, I have literally had to reword every single thing I say, change my personality just to be treated like a normal human being. But no one else is ever forced to change their personality, to adjust to my liking, to adjust themselves to, it's unfair. It's extremely unfair. And I really do feel like people should listen more. People should listen more. And I'm not just talking about to me, I'm talking about to everybody. For example, picking friends because they dress like your aesthetic, ridiculous. I know obviously it's cool that y'all have something in common, but just that small of a thing is what bases y'all's whole friend, stuff like that. Or even, I've said this before, like if you have a boyfriend right now, imagine you have the same exact personality tomorrow, same exact personality, but you just become darker, chubbier, taller. Would that man still love you? And the answer is probably no. And to me, that is not love. If somebody primarily is with you because of your physical characteristics, that is not love. And before you say preferences, let's go ahead and debunk this. Preferences are based off oppression, trauma, not love. Like really, really look into it. Like preferences are literally based off everything evil in life. So if your relationship is based off of a preference, do you really think that person loves you? Think critically. Like, do you really think that they don't? They don't. I hate to say it, but it's true. So yeah, I want to tell y'all something that's so important for women, especially Black women. I really think it's time that we focus on being heard and being listened to, because I really do feel like our main focus as Black women for a long time, please don't be offended, has been to get that fake validation, that you're pretty validation. And we need to move on from that, because everybody, I saw this TikTok and the dude was talking about, can you imagine, we are the human race and we're fighting for human rights. That is so ridiculous. We are all people and we should all be treated the same. And I really do feel like Black women especially, the thing that you should be seeking is to be treated like a human being. You should be listened to. You should be craving being actually listened to, and nothing else. Nothing else. And I'm so big on this. Let me tell you, the way that I dress now, I started covering, like when I go out, I do not show my butt. When I tell y'all, let me tell y'all something about me. It's not like I'm modest Maggie, bitch. It's not like I'm like super modest. But I do think if my ass is showing and then a man approaches me, like I said this on my TikTok, you did not approach me. You approached my ass. Let me tell you something that's so sad to me. When I stop showing my ass, and when I stop wearing tight clothes, nobody's approaching me now, bitch. Nobody's approaching me now. And yeah, it do be hurting a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But listen, my goal is to be heard, and I will be heard. I will be heard. My goal is to be listened to be seen. If I cannot have that type of love, then I don't want any type of love, period. And I'm so big on dropping people. I'm telling you, I drop the fuck out of people who do not even try to see me. I get it. Not everybody gonna be, I don't know, woke or whatever. Not everybody's gonna be like that. I get it. But when I'm explaining it to you, listen, y'all, like I said, I am an expert at explaining my feelings. One thing I'm gonna do is communicate my feelings. If I'm communicating my feelings to you and you aren't even listening, you aren't even hearing, I have to drop you. I had to drop my family. I had to drop the fuck. I don't care how close we're supposed to be. You gotta go. You gotta go. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Go follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram too. That's all I have. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day.